Well, it looks very bad for President Obama. It actually will be spun by the Hillary people positively. They'll say, see, everybody knew this. This was common knowledge. Nobody stopped it.
They'll throw President Obama under the bus.
Well, they won't do that, but I think there'll be some spinners who will say, this is business as usual. Look, the Republicans did it when they were Secretary of State.
Well, nobody had a private email server. Nobody had a private email server.
No, but they had private emails.
Yeah, but the issue is the private email server in her case.
And this is why people pay so much attention and why we have all this hacking, because we know that the things that they say to us we cannot trust. And that's critical for a republic to work. We need to believe that there's some modicum of truth.
Well, we also need to believe in the results of an election.
Yeah.
And, you know who's going to be the hero of this thing? Pence is going to be the hero.
Why?
Because on the day after the election, if Trump gets up there and says, I want my people to go out there and this was not a legitimate election, Pence is going to get up there and say, no, I am disassociating myself from the president. The election's over. This was a fair election. We have to go on. We have to accept the result of the election. He's going to be the hero because everybody's going to want to disassociate themselves from Trump's claim about a fraudulent election.
Unless he wins.
Unless it's really close. Unless it's very close in a state like Florida or Ohio.
No matter what he says, I don't think some of his supporters are going to let it go.
Or if we
throw that out there.
Well, and then we start talking about 2020 and what happens with those supporters in the ensuing 4 years.
Right.
I mean, that's already a discussion.
But you know, I can tell you this may be inside story, but I was one of the lawyers in Bush versus Gore, and we were, of course, very unhappy about the way the votes were in Palm Beach County because the machine had put the holes on the wrong side. Gore didn't want to challenge that. He didn't want to challenge that. He wanted a recount, but he didn't want to challenge the way votes were cast. And so to compare what Gore did to what Trump is now saying he would do, you know, there's an automatic recount under Florida law. And remember, the case is called Bush versus Gore, not Gore versus Bush. And so both sides were suing each other. It wasn't just that Gore was a sore loser. And certainly he accepted the results in the end.
That's the distinction, is that Trump has said this before the actual vote, before Election Day, versus as a result of the actual votes that were cast.
We'll see. Alan, good to see you.
Likewise. Thank you so much.
Alan Dershowitz there. Pick up the e-book, Electile Dysfunction. We'll see you soon, sir.
Thank you.